Hello, Stampers! Welcome to Facebook Live number 61. Today is October 18th already. Oh, can't believe Halloween is like right around the corner. Then that means Thanksgiving and then Christmas and holy moly, New Year's. Jeez, is it just me, or is it as you age, the years just go by faster and faster? I remember as a child, you always wanted to be, you couldn't wait to be that teenager. You couldn't wait to be 21. Now that I'm in my 40s. Yes, I said it. I'm in my 40s. It's like, holy crap. The time is just flying by me. And I'm just like, holy moly. My kids are getting old. They're becoming adults. And I'm a grandmother. And it's just insane. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Mother. Hopefully you're over at the new house so you can get some good internet. So that means if you guys are popping in and you see that little live red button up there, that means it is 6 o'clock my time, which is Arizona. That is also Pacific time right now. That is soon to change here coming up in November. 7 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Central, and 9 o'clock Eastern. Oh, good, you are at the new house. Well, we'll see how the internet works there. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So, I have some kind of exciting news for you guys. On our weekly updates through Stampin' Up, they told us that we had some news coming up on the 18th, and the news would drop to us during the evening. Well, since they're an hour difference, oh, did you see my light come on? That was weird. They're all hooked up to that Alexa because I have to, oh, she heard me. Her red ring is going. Oh, there we go. She turned off. I have to be careful what I say around my house, because if you say anything that starts with that A word, she comes on and she's trying to, what can I help you with? Blah, 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 blah. And if you say the wrong thing, she's like, oh, you need help? Blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I don't need help. I'm okay. So Stampin' Up dropped the news this evening. So it literally, my mom actually let me know. She was like, hey, why didn't you tell me about the sale? Woohoo! We're going to have a sale on the 20th. It's a 24-hour sale that is happening, and it's on all of our cling stamps. That's right, all. Any cling stamp. Hello, Cheryl. Any of our, happy Monday to you, my dear. Any of, hello, Lewis, or Lois. God, I can't ever get it right. Ugh, I tell myself over and over again how to say it, and here I screwed up again. Oh well, such is life. But yes, we are having a sale on the 20th, and when I flip you guys around, I'll show you the graphic that I've printed out to show you. I've dropped down in the description of this Facebook Live here. Hello, Vicky. How are you? Yeah, great sale, right? I know. She had just told me not even like 30 minutes before I got on here. So I ran to my computer, or ran to my printer really quick and printed out all the pages to show you guys, what's on sale, and that you guys could be saving yourselves some money to be buying those stamp sets that you guys have probably been looking at. It is, I think it said that it was in from the 20, or the current, geez Louise, current annual catalog, which is the 2021-2022 annual catalog. So any of the cling stamps that are in there are going to be on sale, and it is 15% off each stamp set. So I'll kind of quickly run through that with you guys when I flip you guys around. So I am trying to remember, did I have anything that happened like exciting this weekend? I'm so excited about this sale. My brain, like I said, it was just the craziest thing, because I had been watching all day to see what this thing that they had told us to get excited about. And then, like I said, my mom, I even sent out my emails, my mid-October emails today. So here again, I have to send another email. So people will just get tired of me, just the way it is. So All right, let's get you guys flipped around here so I can get right into showing you what's on sale because that's just fun. All right, hold on, shut your eyes so you guys don't get sick because there's no getting sick in stamping, okay? Ooh, I think I did pretty good on flipping you guys around and having you pretty straight. Woo woo! Sorry, I don't want to glare you guys with my iPad over here, so let me see if I slide this stand. That'll be better. There we go. All right, so we are having our 24-hour stamp sale on October 20th. So it says that the sales period, October 20th, it runs for 24 hours. The 15% discount will apply to select cling stamps only. Every cling stamp set from the 2021-2022 annual catalog, excluding the host stamp sets, will be discounted. Wow, right? Whew. So, if you call in, if you don't have a computer, you don't have internet, you don't have any of that, be sure to place your order between 7 a.m. or 7 a.m. to 6:50 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay? If you do it online, you have from 12 a.m. to 11:50 p.m. Mountain Time. So don't get confused about the time thing, because if you live in, hold on a minute, I gotta bring this down just a hair. If you're Eastern time, don't let that sale, trick you about thinking that it runs through midnight your time, because it will be over. So it is Mountain Time. If you call or if you do it online, please use this host code if your item is, or if your products are under $150, if your total is under $150, please use my host code. The other thing is if you call in, tell them that your demonstrator is me, Danny Garola, and they will put me in there, and then you could either tell them this host code here, or because there's no, you can screenshot right now where we're at if you need to keep that down. It's over on my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.blogspot.com. It's up in the right hand column there. It's the very first thing. You'll see it in a little graphic. That's the current host code. All right, so let's see. It says can't stop staring at a certain stamp set or two or three. Now's your chance to stock up on stamp sets at a stellar price. For one day only, you can snag select cling stamp sets at a 15% discount. Get in gear for the biggest stamp sale of the year. It's time to shop till you drop. So, like I said in this video here, if you go down and you start reading through the description there, I have put a link to take you to this actual PDF, so you can print this off, and it tells you right here what the retail price is and then what the discount price is that you're going to get it at. And then oh, excuse me, anybody who speaks French and you want the stamp sets in French, they're also on here as well. All right, so there is, what, 5 pages? 5, 6 pages? Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of stamps in that are all going to be on sale. So any stamp sets that you have been looking at, set your calendar timer on your phone so you can make sure that you get in there to get that promotion right now, because you are not going to want to miss that sale. Before I get any further here, let me get myself brought up on my iPad so I can see all of the comments. Maybe. Do-do-do. Oops. If I can find myself here. Ugh, I might have to go tell. Hold on just 2 seconds, you guys. My internet is super slow out here in the middle of the desert where I live, and it's just a thing, and it is frustrating as all get up. So I always have to make sure everybody in my house turns their internet off. And having a teenager or 2 or 3 does not help the situation when they are in there on their video games, their iPhones, their iPads, their tablets, their whatevers. They're always on all that stuff. Let me hang my, I know I'm going to shake you guys for just 2 seconds. Sorry about that, you guys. I tell you to close your eyes when I flip you, but then here I get you guys all shaking here. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Rhea. Sorry, I'm trying to read all the comments here. Oh, Kathleen is from Australia. Welcome. Okay, so another promotion that is coming up is called the Eden's Garden. This is a early release, and you guys who have signed up for my newsletter probably have gotten this email today, and I've written all about it to tell you guys when it starts. It is available from November 2nd to January 3rd. It will be, the stamp set and the dies will be in the upcoming January, we call it the JJ catalog. That's the January through June upcoming catalog, but these things will not. So this collection right now, these items are as supplies last. So know that this bundle will be available in the JJ catalog, but these things here are going to be starting in November, on November 2nd, and as supplies last. Okay, so it is a great promotion. There is an actual collection number right here that you can pre-order, or not pre-order, you can start on November 2nd, but you can order the whole collection, which is where you get all the things for just the one code number that you have to put in, versus going in and putting in this number and this number and this number. Because no matter what, it's going to equal the same price if you buy all the things. Okay? Beautiful set, might I add. So you get the opportunity to get this exclusively as an early release. They chose this to let everybody have kind of early, kind of get everybody excited. Right now we have the Paper Pumpkin Gift Galore Paper Pumpkin. This is going to make a couple little treat boxes. It says it's going to make 9 oversized treat boxes with coordinating food safe baggies. So really cute for like popcorn they put in there, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it where you can take popcorn and you can put food coloring in it, and you can put what are these called? Candy canes, crush them all up and put that in your popcorn. Excellent treat. So those are kind of fun. You can give those out to, teachers, your mail carrier, anybody who's just, in your life and you just want to give them something a little extra. I guess the rest of that we can talk about at another time. I was more about this sale that you guys really need to jump on and make sure you get those stamp sets that you wanted. So let's go ahead and get into our first card. So our first card that I am doing for you guys is going to be a technique that is called ink resist. So it is absolutely stunning, and you can do it with pretty much any solid stamp set. I chose to use our gorgeous leaves set because, you know, we're in fall, and because I live here in Arizona, especially southern Arizona, I don't get that joy of seeing the leaves change color. We don't have those kind of trees down here that I miss so much. And like, there's times when we'll go back to Oregon or we'll go over to California, and I love just driving around, especially this time of year, and just seeing those fall colors in those, you know, trees that are there. So like I said, unfortunately we don't have that. So I make cards during the fall that inspire me and, you know, let me see those fall colors. And this stamp set is excellent for that because it's got really beautiful leaves in it. And then it's got some background stamps as well. But these leaves also have a set called Intricate Leaves die set. And it truly does make very intricate cuts on these. It cuts them pretty deep. I'm trying to think if I had a card sitting somewhere available that I could show you. Oh, here's one right here. This was actually a swap card that I did. These leaves right here are these maple leaves, and that's this big one right here. And then this smaller one right here is this solid leaf here. I pretty much didn't do any stamping on this besides the sentiment. All these are from this die set. And I just wanted to go with some non-traditional fall colors when I made this card. So, as you can see, it is very intricate, and that works for all these little bits besides the big open ones that make a solid piece like this. And then the leaves are very like realistic looking with the veins and everything. Okay, so we are going to need a piece of, where did I put my, did I not bring it over here? Oh, is it? No? Normally I stick it to the back of my stuff so I can see. I put my dimensions on there, but I guess I didn't do that. Okay, so I will just tell you this is an 8.5 by 4 1/4, or no, 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to fold it in half to create a 4 1/4 card base. And this color is Cinnamon Cider. Sorry, you guys, I have to put my hair up because otherwise hair's going to fall all over everything because I'm getting old and my hair falls out. Not only is it turning gray, but it's falling out. Lucky me. Okay, we're going to fold that in half. And we are going to varnish that so we make sure our edges, our crease is nice and pressed down. I am then going to be taking a piece of early espresso. Okay, so some of you guys that are demonstrators and have been demonstrators for quite a while, remember the brown cardstock that we had? It was called Chocolate Chip. I called this Chocolate Chip earlier. I was like, wow, that just dated me. Hello, Lorian. I was like, wow, that really dated me right there, calling this Chocolate Chip. No, it's early espresso. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, that is going to be a layered on our card like that. Then this piece is basic white. And this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So it's just 1/8 of an inch smaller than our early espresso here. So what we are going to do, when you do the resist technique, let me get my little thing here. And I don't technically need to use the cushion underneath this because these are red rubber stamps. Typically, the only reason why you need a cushion underneath is when you're using our photopolymer clear stamps. But because I'm going to be stamping around on this, I want to make sure I don't get my surface full of ink. So that's the only reason why I am using the pad, because I already have my stuff mounted to it. I don't think that's going to be big enough. So let me get a bigger block here. And this is kind of a oversized block, but my other blocks have other stamps mounted on them for other cards that we're making. So we're just going to go with this block for now. All right, so what you need to have is you need to have your Versamark, and I probably need to turn my fan off because we are going to be doing some embossing, and Lord only knows if we have a fan on and I open this thing of embossing powder, we will have a mess. A hot mess at that. Okay, so I know we don't sell these anymore, but you can get them on Amazon. These are called Stampin' or Embossing Buddies. They are filled with, I'm not sure if it's like talc powder or if it is, what's the other, cornstarch or something like that. It has some kind of like baby powder. It's not baby powder, but it's some kind of very, very fine powder that will take any kind of oils from our fingers, any kind of static or anything. So when we go to pour our embossing powder on there, it doesn't, you know, spring everywhere because of static. Okay, so I'm going to grab my, I know, I just saw it glitch. Oh, it's rosin? Okay. All right, I did not know that. Okay, so I'm going to turn this because I'm going to do this long ways. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly stamp these leaves on the left side of my thing here. And you can kind of see, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. And oh, there you go. See how I can see the the clear Versamark on there, so I know where my stamp is. Well, you're probably right, Lorian. You've been stamping for quite some time. I'm pretty sure you're the expert. Well, we'll at least say you are, if that's okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to put that one right there, and then move that far out of the way so we don't wind up getting any embossing powder sticking to our stamp that we just put on there. And then I'm going to hold this up and then come in and take this and just put my embossing powder right on, just like that. So you guys see the white powder on there? Oops, I missed the tail of this one. There we go. So then you can just kind of make sure you can see that you've got it on all the areas. And like right here, I have kind of some crumbs. So I usually use a little paintbrush, but I don't have one handy. So I'm just going to do that. And then now make sure I put this away. This has to be put away so none of my heat is anywhere near it. Then I'm going to grab my heat gun. And this is the Stampin' Up! Heat tool. And I will tell you that not all heat tools are equal. And I mean this in no disrespect towards any other companies, but I will say that I think Stampin' Up! Is the best. Not only because I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but because it has two settings and it always, and I've had the, some different brands. So they work, don't get me wrong, but this one is the best. Okay, I guess I'm a little biased. All right, so I'm going to stand up here and hopefully you guys can watch this turn when you see that this powder gets heated up. It's almost like putting butter in the microwave and watching your butter melt. It will turn kind of a buttery, glossy, and in the camera it almost looks like it's disappearing, but you'll see it in just a minute here. So you want to make sure you don't see any more of that powdery, bumpy stuff on there and that it all has kind of melted like that butter. See, now you guys can see it. See how it's glossy now? Okay, now let's grab, I'm going to use cinnamon cider and a blending brush for this technique. So like I said, this is called ink resistant. So let's go ahead and start this technique. So now that I have the white, did I tell you guys that it was white? It's the white embossing powder. I don't know if clear would work. If any of you guys have used clear and it works, go ahead and mention that here in the comments so other people know. I've always done white because when you put the ink down, the white stays crisp versus I don't know if clear would absorb some of that ink. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold the back of my blending brush so the head has kind of more control and I'm not pushing it deep down into there. Then I'm just going to kind of turn this thing like this, actually back like this. And then I'm going to start over here and just get kind of some of those streaky parts off. And then I'm going to take this and just start swirling it over those leaves that I just did. And yes, it is going to apply a little bit of color to those leaves, but you just wait. And I'm just going to keep getting darker and darker with this. And you will feel a little bit of resistance when you're rubbing this brush over the embossing part because it's almost like it's rubbing over like rubber or something. So you're going to feel a little bit of a tension, I guess you would say. And I just really want to make sure this edge is as dark as I can get it. I kind of want this to do that, I guess it's like a feathery effect where it, or ombre effect, I guess you might call it, where it's darker at this side and then it kind of just fans out and gets lighter. Okay, so there's that. I'm okay with the way that looks. And then I'm going to take just a paper towel. I'm not going to get it wet. It's just a dry paper towel. And I'm just going to lightly, I'm not rubbing hard, I'm just lightly going over this and picking up that excess ink that was on the white embossing powder. Now see how those things just came alive and popped off this paper? Beautiful, right? Okay, just like that. So you'll see that not much ink has came off of those. So you're not wasting a lot of ink. A lot of ink stayed on your paper. Then I'm just going to kind of rub this little bit of excess that is on my brush, just kind of off here, just like that. Grab this again, wipe off any of that excess. Okay, now we're going to bring our base back in. Oh, actually, I need this left here. So there are a couple of different ways that you can make this card. You can make this card go this way. So you can do it like that landscape, like that, and then put a sentiment down here. You can go this way, so it's portrait style. And that's what I'm going to do. I will show you the other one that I made. It's pretty much identical to this, but maybe I should do it. No, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to keep it going my portrait style because I really like the look of this card going this way. So I came in for my sentiment. Okay, now I can turn my fan back on because I'm dying. So I've already told you guys that I live here in Tucson, Arizona. So just to let you guys kind of know, it has been, you know, pleasantly nice here. It's definitely fall here. But our falls are like a lot of areas summers, or you wish they were your summer temperatures. So we are in the mid to low 80s right now, which is still kind of warm, but I haven't had to turn the air conditioning on. Hallelujah. Things shut off. So now my electricity bill will not be $500 a month because holy guacamole, it's just a killer. But you have to have air conditioning down here. So it is shut off for the winter or fall winter, I hope. I don't think we're gonna have any more days over 90, but then again, the Tucson weather changes like, you know, we change our underwear. Just saying. All right, I'm taking this thanks saying here, one of the big bold words from Biggest Wish, and I'm just gonna apply this right here. I went in straight into my cinnamon cider. I'm just gonna stamp this kind of down towards the bottom here. And now I did come in with my foam pad because this is one of those clear stamps that I was saying that you have to use with a cushion underneath it. All right, and then the other word that we're using is this really pretty scripty. See how these are really scripty words down here? I came in with the word friend. So it's gonna say, thanks, friend. And then I'm using the early espresso. It's not chocolate chip, trust me. I think this color is actually darker than the chocolate chip that we used to have, but I don't know why, for some reason, I was thinking of chocolate chip. Maybe I was craving chocolate, I don't know. And I'm gonna stamp that word friend right on top of that thanks. Just like that. Isn't that gorgeous? So now you're gonna bring out that early espresso with just that little thin piece around there, and it just makes that so beautiful. All right, let's get this out of the way here, and let's get this card put together. And then we're gonna add, a couple little embellishments. What are you guys drinking tonight? We bought, because I believe I'm either going to do it on Wednesday or Thursday, but I think Wednesday is probably going to be my day. I'm going to come on here live again here on Facebook, and I am going to show you guys how to make this cute little, it's called a tea holder little box that I think is absolutely adorable, that again could be given to your mail people, your receptionist that you go in and see, or that you really like, or your teachers or anything like that. I'm going to teach you guys how to make, let me get this thing on here really quick, and then I'll show you the little kit that I'm gonna, or the little box that I will come on later in the week and show you. Like I said, it's either going to be Wednesday or Thursday, and I'm going to show you how to make a cute little tea box. So anyways, I had my husband, they had it on sale at the store that he works at. He works for Kroger down here in Tucson. So they had the Bigelow's tea on sale. So I had him get me some kind of fallish flavors. And they had this one, it's called Spiced Chai. Holy guacamole, is it heavenly. I don't have my full taste back from when I had COVID back last Christmas. But I can taste enough of the chai in it that I think it's absolutely divine. But here's the little holder that I will be coming on and showing you guys how to make. So it holds 3 little teas. So I had him get me also a vanilla chai. And then, and they have individual little pockets. There's the spiced chai, that's the black tea. And then the peppermint one. So I just put a little Velcro attachment on there. So it's just, I have the directions back here. So it just has a piece of designer series paper and designer series paper up there. And so that could be a cute little gift. And then we'll decorate it and stuff when I show it to you. But I was just making kind of the box so I knew how to make it. Okay, let's get some embellishments on here. I am using the Elegant Faceted Gems for this card. And I need to take a pick. Oh, it's time for me to... So if your take a pick tool, if it ever gets gross and gummy, know that you have a lot of the blue stuff up in the top of this. So just kind of twist it and wait for it to pop out of the top there. And you don't want to keep twisting it because all of a sudden you'll get this big long snaky like out of there. So I just kind of twist it a little bit, wait for a little bit to pop up, and then see how it's starting to come up. But if I keep twisting it, see how it's, maybe I twisted it too much. And then sometimes I'll just come and loosen it up so it doesn't keep pushing that out. But I have enough on there that this will work. All right, I'm gonna use the middle ones here. I'm gonna grab a big one, put it down here, a little one, put it there, and then another little one right up here. So isn't that so pretty? They're really easy to make. And this ink resist is just gorgeous. I love the way that turns out. So let's do the inside of this card really quick. I'm not quite certain what I wanted to do in there. So I'm going to grab one of my insides of my cards. And let's see what we want to do. Maybe I will just take one of these leaves and do it in my cinnamon. And do it down over here in this corner so it looks like it's just going up, just like that. And I think we're going to do the same thing on an envelope. So we're going to take one of our basic white envelopes, and I'm just going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it over here. Just like that. Beautiful. Okay, and so I think this set doesn't really have a sentiment that would go in this. Thanks, friend, but you know what? I did bring a couple of other stamp sets in here that I wanted to kind of show you guys that are kind of like that must-have stamp set, because these have a lot of innies and outies. So this one, it has like, life is better with a friend like you. You shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did. Congratulations, thinking of you with all my heart. These are the moments we'll look back on with joy. Remember always, happy birthday with deepest sympathy. Thank you, wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. So this has got some excellent sentiments in this set. This is called the Peaceful Moments. This one is Happy Thoughts. Again, you've got some innies and some outies. Today is great. It's all about you. The great person you are, the great things that you do. Congratulations. Just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. Thank you. The little things you do so well and so often make a big difference to so many people. Thinking of you and happy birthday. I was thinking with this, thanks friend, we could always use, today's a great day because it's all about you, the person you are, the person you do, or the things that you do, or I just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. That might be a good one to put on the inside of this since we're sending it to a friend. Or this one here, this one has like some Christmas, it has Father's Day, it has a thank you, and I believe it has birthday. So it's thank you for all that you are, happy Father's Day, wishing you your best year yet, happy birthday to you, and every thoughtful thing you do, hip hip hooray, warm wishes for a happy Christmas. You did it. Hello, yay. To the world, you are a dad. To me, you are the world. I love that little saying. I think that saying is perfect for all Father's Day cards. So thanks, friend. Like I said, I think we're going to go with this. Just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. So these are red rubber as well. All three of these sets are red rubber. So let me grab my long one here, move this out of the way. Oops, there it is. And we're going to do this part in early espresso. Ugh, I didn't shut my blinds again, and those little gnats are coming in to say hello. Little buggers. Beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to put this inside. Okay, just like that. And I just kind of press it down to make sure all the sides adhere down on there. Okay, so there is card number 1. I call that Ink Resist, because the ink is resisting on that embossing powder. Okay, so let me get these cleaned off really quick, because since I've used the early espresso, it turns my stamps kind of, look at this, how my stamp has turned kind of red tinted. It doesn't hurt the stamp at all, so there's nothing wrong with that. I just like to clean them as soon as possible, because it kind of makes some of that redness be not so crazy predominant. All right, so let's get into the next card. All right, let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I think we're done with that and that. So the next card, we're going to be using the Blackberry Beauty and the Ephemera Pack as well. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put this away. This away. Clean everything up just a bit so I'm a little bit more organized. So the Ephemera Pack, I think the Ephemera Pack is only like $6 or $7, I think. And these are absolutely beautiful. As you can see, some of the pieces have already started falling out of here. But you get 2 sheets of these gold, and these are what fit in here. So you get 2 sheets of these like little sprigs. You get some sentiment pieces. These are actual tags that you could use on any kind of little gift. These little flowers down here are just beautiful. So you get 2 sheets of those. Like I said, these little tags here go down here. And you get 2 sheets of these. And this goes right up here. Oops. That owl has decided to take flight and leave my paper. So you get a lot of that cinnamon cider along with the colors that coordinate. You have the Blackberry Bliss and the Rich Razzleberry. Then you have the 2 coordinating colors of browns that are in these and the owl. So 2 sheets of that. I actually am using this piece tonight for our card. And then these are some more little banners, but then they also are like frames. I'm just going to see if I can get this out of here quick so I can show you. So that is a little border that comes in this, and you could put like one of these little things in there with the owl coming off the side. Super cute. And that is called the Blackberry Beauty Ephemera Pack. Oh, did you see? I've been using my cup that my mom got me when she was out and about. She found me kind of my Halloween cup for my videos. She goes, you need to have your coffee while you were doing your videos. So this is the Blackberry Beauty paper. This paper is absolutely stunning. I know you guys have seen me use it before, but I'm going to be using this piece right here, which has that gold foiling in it. So what you're going to need for this, I actually did do my little card right up on this one. Move all my pieces out of the way here. So you're going to need a piece of black. You're going to use a full 11-inch piece, 11 inches. Oops, where did my other little piecey go? So right here. So this would be an 11-inch by 4 1/4, and you're going to cut, where you're going to score at 5 1/2 first, then you're going to cut off 2 3/4. Okay, so once you cut that 2 3/4 off, you can use that for a scrap on something else. But then now you have your score line that is a 5 1/2, and then this is going to be your, oops, there's white embossing powder that's sticking to my black cardstock now. So this is going to be just half of the front flap. Then you're going to use your Blackberry Beauty DSP, and this is 2 3/8 by 4 1/8, and it's going to go right there. So we can go ahead and attach that. Look at the beautiful back side of this, where it's that cinnamon cider. Gorgeous paper. Like, doing this paper on camera does not do it justice at all. Okay, just like that. Then our inside piece is basic white, and this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it's only an 1/8. Ooh, see, one of those stingy little gnats. Ooh, let me shut this really quick. Not that it stops them much, but we'll kind of slow them down, hopefully. If they can't see my lights beaming in here, it's like the moon. There we go. All right, so this piece is 1/8 of an inch smaller, just like this was 1/8 of an inch of that flap. Then you need a piece of rich raspberry. Now this is 3 by 4 1/2. Then a piece of cinnamon cider, which is 2 7/8 by 4 3/8. Then another piece of basic white, which is 4 1/4 by 3 3/4, or 2 3/4. Then I punched out that little leafy part out of my ephemera pack, and then I just need a strip here that is a 1/2 by 4 1/8, and that's going to go on the inside piece, right like that. It's going to go on our white, which we can add that. Yeah, I was gonna make that tea pouch box during our thing tonight, but I thought, no, that needs to be its own video, because otherwise it's just gonna get too confusing, because there's too many things to it, and it just needs to be its own. So I decided that I was gonna do this card instead. Also, I brought in 2 of my ribbons. I wasn't certain which one I wanted to use, so I brought in the gold, this is the shimmer ribbon, and then this one is the fine arts ribbon. Now the difference is here, this one is more like a woven gold in it, and this one is a solid gold. So we will test it out here, but first I want to get some stamping done. So this is where I wasn't certain, because I didn't use the stamp set, the Blackberry Beauty stamp set with this. I actually just let the paper do the work on this card. So this is going to be our focal point here, and then this is going to go right up here. So let's see, I was thinking about doing another thank you, but we actually might do this. Let's see. This might be actually kind of cool to make a happy birthday card, because it's just so beautiful. Or we can make it a sympathy card. Ooh. I think we're gonna do birthday. I don't like making sympathy cards. I know that it is a thing and you just have to do it, but I really don't like making sympathy cards. So I'm going to do happy birthday. But I'm going to use the happy birthday from this set. I like the way this one is a little bit wider. So I'm using the happy birthday from Happy Thoughts. All my bigger blocks I have mounted. Put this on here and kind of do the placement of this kind of down towards the bottom. And I think I'm gonna use not stays on. I'm gonna use Memento, because since our card base is black, I'm gonna roll with that into our sentiment. Hello, Patty. I'm glad you are here. Okay, this I'm gonna put down here in this bottom corner, just like that. Oh, so stunning. Okay, so that's good. But I'm gonna wait to stamp the inside of this because I'm gonna show you guys what the ultimate final is gonna look like on this. So then this is gonna go layer on here like that, right? So I'm gonna have to make sure when I stamp in the center of this, when I stamp this, I do it directly in the center so this covers it from the outside so you don't see any black like hanging out. So I'm gonna wait and stamp this after I'm done getting this done. But with this, I liked the idea of this being a little bit crooked. So I'm gonna go like this, because it just kind of made me see that rich razzleberry a little bit more than if I just had it layered on top of each other. And then this is gonna actually be sat straight on top of the white, on top of the layers. Okay. And because I'm using liquid glue, I have a few minutes to move this around before it completely adheres. So I can get that spot on, just like that. Okay. Then, now we need to decide what one of these ribbons we like. So I'm gonna take this, if I can get enough of it out of here, and I'm gonna pretty much put it like this, and then this is going to sit like that. I think I like that one. I mean, I haven't tried this, but just from the looks of that, I think I'm gonna like it better. But we'll see. I think I like this better because of the gold that's on here. I don't know. Hold on. Let's try this since I didn't even do the test on the card. There's that one. Or there is that one. I think I like this one. What do you guys think? Okay, let's get ribbon scissors, and I'm just going to kind of make this a little on the long side just to make sure I have enough. Okay, let's get some of this moved and put away. So now, when you go to put this on here, watch the sides of your rich razzleberry to line it up with the base of your card, because that's what's going to show you where your middle of this is. Now, so I know that right kind of to the end of this birthday, the B, where it swings there, it swings out around the B, is where I need to put glue. So I'm just going to hold my finger down the side of this, and I'm just going to put glue here, because I know that that's the only part that is going to be touching my card. And I gotta move it over just a little bit more. There we go. Beautiful. So it's gonna be kind of like a little swing card, right? All right, let's get, before I get the other thing put on there, let's put happy birthday, the little things you do so well, or, okay, to a great, today is a great day, today is great because it's all about you, the great person you are, and the great things you do. Are wishing you every happiness this special day can bring. Hello, boy.
I got mastery in the first part of my math GED.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to use this one here. So I'm using two different sets. So I'm not sticking with the any that went with, I'm going to come in with the peaceful moments, and I'm going to do the wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. And I'm going to grab the memento. And knowing if I do this right in the center, I'm going to stand up so I make sure I center this. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? Because then I know that little flap will cover that. Just like that. All right, so now let's get this gold. Let's put this on first. Get the glue booger off. Okay, just like that. Okay, then that folds like that. And then we're going to use a piece of this to run just like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of glue dots, because now that I know where I want that fold, I'm going to take a couple of glue dots and just put it on the back of this, just like that. And again, another one down over here. And then once I get that piece put on there, then I can kind of align where I want the rest of it. Kind of like that, and push those down, those little glue dotties. And then I can bring this piece, if I still want to bring this up a little bit, I can. Then, oh, thank you. Yeah, those are those little adhesive sheet things that you get and they stick over the top of your nails. I had to do them for Halloween because I thought, you know what, my hands are too much in the cameras that I have to have something pretty on my nails for Halloween. Okay, so now I'm going to take a couple more glue dots and I'm just going to put it on the back here. Just like that. And I'm going to put that kind of like that. There we go. then when we go to put this on there, I'm going to bump that up with some dimensionals. Don't want it hanging too far off the card, but oh, there we go. Maybe we like it like that. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to cut some of these crazy ends off. And I'm going to go this way on this one. Let's see, how do I want it? No, we're going to go up here, just like that. And actually, I'm going to take this glue dot off because I don't like the way that it is not letting that ribbon kind of just free hang. So I'm going to take this little glue dot off. Maybe. There we go. And then cut this. Ugh. There we go. Voila. Ooh, it's so pretty. Then I think we could actually do a couple of our gold. Okay, not that gold. Where are they? Actually, do I have them sitting up here? I think I was using them for, oh, I was, for a new swap card that I'm starting. I have another swap coming up. So, I have a swap set sitting up here, and I actually was using these on my swap card. So I'm going to take one of these and just kind of put a small one there, then take a medium one, maybe put it down here, and then I think I'm going to do another small one, and I'm just going to put it on, it needs to go on here. I'm just going to stick it there. There we go. What do you guys think? Isn't that smashing? Okay, so let's do the envelope. So we're going to need a piece of that designer series paper. Let me see if this is the right width because I don't know if I cut it right. Oh, boom. 2.5 by 6, and I know this is a little bit longer than 6. So let's just cut this off at 6. Put some glue around the fold of your envelope. Just like that. And then lay this right on that fold. Okay, just like that. All the way up to the crease. And then I'm going to grab my other scissors. So I have a marker on these scissors because these ones I keep strictly for my ribbon. So I always have to have 2 pair of scissors because, or snips, that's what these things are called, snips. And making sure that I keep my ribbon ones for my ribbon because we all know from cutting paper and doing all that kind of stuff, it dulls down your scissors. And you always want a nice cut on your ribbon. Okay, so there is our beautiful envelope with card number 2. So what do you guys think of that? Is that beautiful? Okay, remove some of this stuff, get this ribbon out of the way, take another drink. Thank you guys so much for the hearts and the likes. All right, so that is card number 2. So that's a birthday card. Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. All right, let's do card number 3. Move these sentiment ones. So like I said, I came in, I didn't use that one, but I used the happy thoughts and the peaceful moments on that particular card. Okay, so that's that one. So I know you guys all know what the Aurora Borealis is, and where did I just throw that piece? So the Northern Lights. So my daughter the other day was sitting here watching her show. She watches PBS, and there's a show all about Alaska. And we've got a lot of family that live up in Fairbanks, Alaska. So they always talk about this, you know, Northern Lights and the Aurora Borealis, and I've never witnessed it, but I would love to because it just sounds absolutely beautiful, and in pictures and the way that they show it just looks so stunning. Well, then I was sitting here, and Miss Barb Mulliken was making a card, and I already kind of had this in my mind what I wanted to do. Well, then she made a card using the, this is called the Rainbow Glimmer paper, but she used the pinks and the purples for her card, and did it kind of, I mean, I'm going to kind of go off of her idea because the way she made this card, but I'm going to be using a different part of the stamp set that she used. But I'm actually coming in. Let me show you a full sheet here. You get 2 sheets. Is it 2 sheets? Yeah, you get 2 full sheets of this. I'm going to be using this green and blue. Did you know that the Northern Lights were visible? I've never seen them. And God knows how many years I lived. I actually lived in Washington too. I lived in Washington and Oregon, and I never saw the Northern Lights. It must be a certain time. Well, geez, who can see it when it's cloudy all the time when we lived in Portland? So I'm going to be using this more green and blue colors over here because that reminded me of kind of what you see with the sky, you know, from the Aurora Borealis. And the other thing is I keep all my scraps and all my bits, because it can always be used for just those little pieces that you need a little bit of glimmer to your stuff, and you have to have that. Okay, so let me get my pieces out. Oops, this goes back to this card. And we are going to be using, what the heck did I do with the stamp set? Hold on. I don't know what I did with my stamp set. I thought I had it in there. Well, what the heck? Oh my gosh. You guys, it was underneath my other stamp set. Sometimes, if I only had a brain. Oh, geez. So I'm losing it, just officially saying that. So, okay. So what we're going to need for this is I'm going to be using this. Am I using this one or the smaller one? Hold on. Let me see. Yep, I'm using the second largest of the scallops here. And this is from the Scallop Contour Dies. It coordinates with the Color and Contour stamp set. Then I'm using the Peaceful Cabins. So I took a black piece of scrap, and then these 2 pieces are separate here, okay? So just to let you know, they're 2 separate pieces. But what I've done is I have stuck them together because they layer, and then I've put a piece of washi tape over the back of it to hold it together when I cut it through a black piece like this. And then once I run that through the die, I come out with a piece like this. Okay? So it cuts out all my like little background pieces, right? So we're going to need that. And then here's our black scallop that we cut. And then the card base is going to be just basic black. It is 8.5 by 5.5. Fold this in half. And then go ahead and push this down to make that really nice crease. Then we have a piece of the rainbow glimmer paper. This is, I think this is 4 by 5.25. Then we need to grab our, my son keeps coming in here and I keep seeing him. I can hear him creeping up on me and I don't want him to scare me. So what I do is when I put my piece of paper in here, I know that I want to, I'm going to cut the center of this out to make kind of a border. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I would die without my Big Shot. Absolutely. I'm going to cut a 3/4 of an inch border around this. So when I take my paper, I'm going to make sure I bump this up to the 3/4 mark on my line. So that makes sure I cut in at 3/4. Then I'm going to start, I'm going to move this down a little bit because I got to stand up to be able to see over it. I'm going to move my score blade because I don't need it. I'm going to start on our little blades here. There's a little line that tells you where you're lining up on here. So I'm going to line up on 3/4 because I'm doing a 3/4 border. And then I'm going to come down and I'm going to stop at the 3 1/4 mark. So I just kind of hold my finger there and then I just bring my line straight across to that. Then I'm going to turn this again, put it at 3/4, go back up here to my 1/4 mark again and push it down because I've already cut that line, so it should be lined directly up to that. Then I'm going to go down to my 4.5 because if this is 5 1/4, then I need to go up to 4.5 for my 3/4. Just like that. Now I'm just going to do the same thing. Line it up. Go up to 3/4. Go down to 3 1/4. Flip. Go to 1/4, and then I'm going to go down to 4.5. Just like that. And then now this should pop right out of there. Beautiful. It works perfect. Oof, love it. So now I have a border. Now you're going to need this piece, so hang on to it. So what we're going to do is grab our little scallop piece here, and this is now going to lay right over the top of that. But the reason why we kept this piece is because this is going to go in the center of that scallop. But this is going to get glued right down on here, so nobody will even know that you've cut that center part out because it's going to get laid down like that. You guys follow me on that? Okay, so let's get this border put down first. Oh, see, I even made myself a note to go down 3/4. I've been on a Halloween movie binge thing. I'm a total horror movie buff. I have loved them since I was a wee tot. And so Halloween time, they always come out with, you know, the Halloween shows on TV. So they just came out with the new Michael Myers Halloween. So I had to sit here and I had to watch it. I know some people are like, ugh, I can't stand horror movies, but it is just my jam. Okay, so that's going to go like that. Then we're going to take this and move that out of the way because now we're going to decorate this up. So I'm going to put this directly on the black. And so, let me show you something. You can put this right inside of here, okay? Then, when you look at this, you could actually turn it upside down so it kind of is flipped. You can make the decision on how you want to do it. Oops, that's a little crooked. It just kind of adds a different effect to have the green and the blue and then have the blue and the green. Or you can keep it going the same way. You can make the choice. I kind of like it because you know how the northern lights are the colors that are kind of mixed? I kind of like it like that. So then when we cut that cabin is going to go right along this bottom of this piece here, just like that. So let me cut this end off because it just look, you know how there's cabins up in Alaska, and what did I say the length that was of that? Now see, I cut it off and didn't even pay attention. Oh, it's 4 3/4. Okay, there we go. Just like that. I figured it was kind of like the cabin sitting on the, like a silhouette of the cabin with the northern lights going on behind it. Then what I did was I took a piece of black scrap. So let's go ahead and put this on here. So since there's some bigger black spots here, I decided to just kind of come in kind of just put some glue on some of these bigger areas, just like that. Okay. Hello, Sharon. Okay, so that's gonna go on there like that. But then we're gonna take a black scrap and I'm going to use the sentiment from this cabins, the Peaceful Cabin set. I'm gonna use your kindness makes the world a more beautiful place to be. And then I'm gonna use Versamark with this because I'm also going to come back in with the white embossing powder. So turn that fan off. Let me grab my embossing buddy, which, like I said, you can order these on Amazon. Because Stampin' Up! Used to sell them, and then now they no longer sell them. And I just rubbed it across there to get all the static off. So go like that. Then now put the lid on this, move this stamp away. Okay. Just like that, and then get some of those crumbs off, and then heat this. And then once you heat that, you come out with a piece that looks like this. It says, "Your kindness makes the world a more beautiful place." And then I just came in and I just fussy cut around that whole edge to make this kind of like a bubble. Because since our card has so much black on it, I wanted to make sure this was gonna kind of, oh, I gotta turn the fan back on. Oh, it's still like in the 60s, 70s at night. And oh, I have all the doors shut so you don't have to hear the TVs and stuff that are going on in the living room. So that's gonna go like that. Okay, so we're gonna pop this up on dimensionals. And I'm using my take a pick tool to take all those pieces off, like all together, and then I can just pull those off and throw them away, and then they're not flying around everywhere because we all know how they do. And then you find them stuck everywhere, and then they go in the vacuum. Okay, and this is just gonna go right like that. Okay, and then this is going to go, I think I'm gonna have it kind of hanging off there, but I think I might want it, do I want it popped as well? Yes, I do. So I'm going to use many dimensionals, if I can get them off of here. I'm going to put one right up there, and one right down here, and then in the middle. And then I might use one of these little, you know how I told you guys to always hang on to your little bits and pieces, even after you're done using the inside, keep these, because right now I'm going to show you why I say to keep them. So I'm just going to cut this little piece off here, just like that. And then I'm going to put that, well, it's a little too long, so let me cut a little bit off. And I'm going to put that right here, just like that. Okay. So now when I hang this off the edge, that little piece will grab the bottom part as well. There we go. Just like that. So does that kind of remind you of those northern lights? Or is it just me? Now I'm going to grab an inside piece. So I'm just going to use white. And this is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I think what we're going to do is use this here, and I think I might actually stamp a couple of these trees. Let me get that big block again. I think I'm going to stamp these 2 trees right over here, kind of coming off the side. I know I don't need to use one of these, but because I'm gonna kind of have it hang off kind of the card a little bit off the side, I don't want ink getting all over my workspace. And I'm only gonna ink up these 2 trees because I don't need this one. Just like that. And then let's put your kindness makes the world a more better place, a beautiful place, wishing you the best. Yep, let's do wishing you the best. Okay. So now let's put that on the inside. Okay, and then for our envelope, I'm going to use these 2 trees again. envelope is facing the right way and the flap is where it needs to be. I'm just going to kind of wipe that off because I think I got a little bit of ink on that and I do not want to jack my envelope up. And I'm just going to put the 2 trees over here this time. Just like that. Ooh, so pretty. And then oh, there's the lid. Then there is our third card and envelope. Okay, so let me grab all those cards and bring them back in for you. Let me get some of this out of the way so you guys can actually see these cards. And I didn't forget, because I know you guys are like, wait a minute, she said she's going to announce the winner. I figured I would start waiting so more of you guys come on here so you guys can hear the winner of last week's card. So let me show you these 3. Because some people can't come in until later on. So these are the cards for this week. So this week is week number 61. Let's put these like this. Okay. So next week, I will draw a winner from all of you that have been on here and you've commented. You've either hit that little thumb or you hit that heart and or that you've shared this video. I will pick one of you, or I might pick a couple of you, depending on how many comments and how many likes and shares there are. And I will wind up sending you one of these cards just the way they are. I don't write in them. I don't do anything to them. So you can now share this. You can either keep it for yourself and then case a card off of it, which casing means copy and share everything. So you can copy and share that whole card. I totally give you guys full, rights to use anything that I use. That's what I'm here for, is to give you guys inspiration and let you guys learn from what I'm teaching you. And so you will win the card the way it is. So let's get into last week, the cards that I made for last week. The winner gets to pick one of these cards. This was that beautiful thank you card. It's kind of a neat little fun fold, but since it said thank you, I left it blank so you guys could, whoever wins this, can add what you want to add to it. So there's kind of that Christmas thank you. Then there's this one that we embossed the back of the folder, the flap, and then it matches that evergreen forest embossing on this as well. So that's a Christmas card. It says, "Be of good cheer. We wish you a Merry Christmas." Then we have this beautiful monochromatic, the grays and the black, or the deep grays and the light grays. This is North Pole Delivery, and this is using that plaid, perfectly plaid punch and stamp set, along with this paper is from that cabin set that we actually just used today. Oops, sorry you guys, I didn't mean to drop that. This is called the Peaceful Place specialty paper. So that is this card, and this one says, "Hoping that your busy year comes together in Christmas cheer." So that's what that one would look like. So the winner of this card for liking and commenting last week was Miss Jerry Ann Califf. So Jerry Ann, I know you kind of watch these on the replay because normally you're working right now. Tell me which one of these cards you want, and I will get that in the mail to you. So, how this works is I use a thing called Wheel of Names. So I'm not going on here and I'm not picking a person. I use a another website that randomly picks a name for me. I just put in everybody's name, how they pop up on the thing. I put you guys all in there, and let it like spin and spin and spin, and then it says, congratulations, here's the person that it says. So don't think that I am biased by any means and that I pick these names. I let another website do it for me. So that's how that works. All right, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the cards that I made today. Like I said, there are, my store link is down in the description of this video. Also, go over and check out that 24-hour stamp sale. Look, check out the flyer that I have posted. I will also be sending out, for those of you who are on my newsletter, I will be sending out another email with this information in it, and a link to the PDF as well, since it came out after I already sent my mid-October newsletter. And again, if your total is under $150, please use this host code. It helps me out so much to be able to keep bringing you guys these free videos and to bring you guys all the things over on the blog and to do my giveaways and all the good things. So check out the blog over on stampinthepinkbarn.blogspot.com. All the details, pictures, this video will be linked tomorrow on the cards that we made today. I will put all the stuff over on the blog tomorrow because I have to download it tonight. And like I said, my internet is super slow. So it takes all night for this video to upload to YouTube. Joke, right? No, it's not a joke. It's really my life. So, just know you'll find that over there. And also on that right-hand column, like I said, you'll not only find just this current host code, but you will also find a little tab that you can click on to sign up for my newsletter. That's where I send out, typically I send out 2 newsletters, once at the beginning of the month and once at the middle of the month. I send out an email letting you guys know kind of what's going on with Stampin' Up. This month is clearly going to be a little bit different because we have this super sale going on that I want everybody to know about so you don't miss out. All right, you guys, have a great week. I will be on again. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Wednesday, and I will show you guys how to make this super cute little tea box. So it'll probably be probably not 6 o'clock. I probably won't wait that late to come on, but I'm gonna say probably around like noonish or 1ish. So if you guys are around, you can always catch me on the replay as well. All right, you guys, have a great, spectacular rest of your week. If you're watching this from YouTube, please hit that subscribe. There's also a little notification bell. Ring that bell and it'll make sure you get a notification for every one of my new videos that I put out for you guys. All right, you guys, thank you so much for sticking with me with this super long video, but I love talking and I love showing you guys what I love. So, see you guys later. Bye.